Hi. So now let us see very important concept in SQL, that is joins actually. So this joins, without joins in the real time, you are not going to write any query actually. So mostly in most of 90% of the cases, we must go for the joins actually. So let us try to understand very clearly what is happening with these joins actually. Okay. So as name implies, the join concept is, you can see the definition. A SQL join statement is used to combine data or rows from two or more tables based on a common field between them actually. So when you are going for the join, definitely you are going to have at least two tables. Okay. So between these two tables, at least two tables, maybe more than two tables also possible. The very first thing. So these two tables, we are joining them actually. Okay. So basing on some condition, that is what, basing on common field between them. So we are going to put some condition between these two tables. Okay. And then basing on that condition, result is going to get actually. So that we will see in the implementation part, we will see actually. So this is what simply joins. So now try to understand in this lecture that how many joins are there, types of joins. Okay. The very first one is inner join. So we are going to have theta join, equi join, natural join, self join. So if you understand theta join, obviously equi join, natural join, self join is simple. So that is the concept is very simple actually. We will see one by one with a detailed explanation. Okay. Then another one is outer join. So opposite to this outer join. So we have left outer join, right outer join, full outer join. So these are the three types of outer joins are there. So one is inner join and another one is outer join. Now to have a better understanding, what we are going to do is, so let us try to see first of all a concept called cross join. Okay. So in the demo, so we know that we have already select star from EMP. So we have already this table in the database. So this is what the output. Observe that how many records we have here. Okay. So total we have 16 I think total 16 records we have actually. So that also you can observe in the output. Okay. Okay. So total 16 records we have here. 16 rows we have here. Then if you take another table, that is DEPT, so department table. In this, we have total 4 records. Okay, so that is 4 rows are there. So now to understand the join, what is going to happen is select star from. So we are just joining these two tables without any condition actually. That is also possible. So that is EMP, comma DEPT. So if I run this one, what is going to happen? Let us first observe, then we will see the details. Okay. So you can see how many rows came here. Okay. So you just see here how many rows came here. 64 rows are returned from this query actually. So total 64 rows came. How these 64 rows came is, for example, if you observe, so this is the record. If you observe this record, so Smith record, okay, up to here EMP table, till department number, and these three values are from department table. So Smith is going to join with department number 40, department number 30, department number 20. So you can observe that Smith, how many records he have. So you can see, so total 4. So because you see one record from the EMP table is joined with all 4 records in the DEPT table. So that means how many records you have in the EMP table, that into total number of records in DEPT table. So always this is called cross join. Okay, this is called cross join. So in the cross join, number of records output, number of records, how many actually? 16 into 4, that is 64 rows are returned in the output. How it is coming? So you can observe every record from the left table. So that means left table is EMP, that is very important, and the right table is DEP. So every record in the EMP table is joined with every record in the DEPT table, right table. So in that way, simply you can multiply 16 into 4. So it is going to become 64 records actually. So that you can observe. Okay. So this is simply first of all to show you the flavor of join. And of course, we have a keyword for cross join. So you can simply give the keyword cross join. Even this is also doing the same thing actually. Let us observe. So here already 64 records with the keyword. So same thing, same output actually. So you can see 64 records, and you can observe Smith joined with every record in the DEPT table. So same thing, other employees also you can observe. Alan joined with, so you can see here output. So Alan joined with every department, and Ward joined with every department. So every employee have 4 records. You can observe Ward 4 records, Jones 4 records. So that is what actually. So you can play with this. Okay. So first of all, try to understand that what is joins, how it is going to generate the output. Okay. And one more thing is it is growing horizontally. So that means in the, and yeah, this is important. So in the EMP table, total in the EMP table, 8 columns are there. And in the DEPT table, 4 columns are there. So if you simply give a star, then in the cross join, or not only in the cross join, even in the other joins also, number of columns in the output. Okay, so number of columns in output, how many we are going to get? So that is 8 plus 4, so that is 12 columns we are going to. So that you can observe EMP number, ename, job, MGR 4, and till department number, these are the EMP columns actually 8, and here 3 actually, sorry, not 4, let us take 3. So that means here 3. So total 11 columns we are going to get in the output. So try to understand number of records, number of rows is always multiply the rows from the left table and right table, and the number of columns is add number of columns in the left table and the number of columns in the right table. Okay, so that is what that clarity you must have. So this is common. So number of columns is common for every join. That may be a theta join, equi join, natural join, self join, left outer join, right outer join, or full outer join. So only thing is, suppose if I mention the specific names, so EMP number, E name, job. So for example, job and D name, department name. So at this time, only these columns will come in the output. If I put to the star, then total columns from the left table and right table you are going to get in the output. And the another thing is, for example, suppose if I take the same query, so these insights are very important. So if I take the same query here, let me put first of all star, so that you can see the, if you observe, one column is common in both the tables. So that is DEPT number. So this DEPT number, so here you can observe this DEPT number coming from the EMP table, this DEPT number coming from the department table. So now I need DEPT number in the output. So along with the, suppose EMP number, E name, and the DAPT number. Suppose if I run this query, let us observe. So you can see the output is not came and error is generated. So you can see this is important. So the DAPT number is a field list is ambiguous. Ambiguous meaning is what actually it is in a confusion state. Why it is in a confusion state? Okay, so let us observe that. Okay, because DEPT number is there in the both the tables. So from which table that particular column you need, got it or not? So whether you need a DEPT number from the EMP table or from the DEPT table. Okay, so department number. So that is why you must mention the table name before the common column actually. So the common column is DEPT number. So suppose if I mention EMP dot, that means this DEPT number you need from the EMP table. Of course, it is same, but it will give from this table actually. So now you can observe that. So now it is not going to generate any error. So you can see now DEPT number came in the out. Okay. So even you can give DEPT from the DEPT table also. That is basing on the requirement. So now users try to understand that. So if I run, now you can see. So that is also coming in the output. So that means, so basing on the requirement, you need from which table, that is also matter actually. So first of all, try to understand. So we will see the different scenarios in the upcoming lectures so that you will get the more clarity actually. Okay. So this is what, first of all, introduction of the joints, and we will see these joints specifically in the upcoming lectures. Okay.